Steve Barr is his own force of nature. I first met Steve when he and his dog, Jerry Brown, a chocolate lab that he named after both our former and current governor, Jerry Brown, came to be in a meeting with Reed and me as we were starting this initial campaign on the proposition. Steve had learned of it somehow, some way. He was living in Los Angeles, where he lives now, and we needed some folks in Los Angeles to kind of help. We were Northern Californians, Central Californians, and Steve said, happy to do whatever it takes. Steve had flown up, rented a convertible. Steve and his dog were driving around with us, and we felt like, how great is that? He claimed to have credentials and that he helped start MTV's Rock the Vote. That was enough for us. We were looking for anybody and everybody. So Steve decided that he was going to be our voice in Los Angeles to do this work, which he indeed was. And he really got caught up in how important public school choice was and could be and should be. And so once the initiative passed, and once we folded our 501c4 into a 501c3 and birthed Aspire Public Schools, Steve said, I really want to do the same thing and want to create a charter management organization in Los Angeles. And I'm not an educator, I've been to school, but haven't taught school, haven't run schools, but I think I'm pretty good at recruiting, and if you'd be willing to teach me what you know. Steve went with us to get the first charter we got as Aspire up into the Central Valley, and had been about that. He said, I'll make a deal with you. I was doing some work for the Annenberg Foundation in Los Angeles and in Santa Monica, and he said, every time you come down here, I'll pick you up, and I'll drive you around, and I'll drive you back to the airport if you just talk to me about what you're doing. Like, what's a charter look like? How do you create a board? How do you do all of that? And Steve Barr built this amazing organization called Green Dot, and has made a contribution. And I think one of the big contributions Steve made was that he was a strong believer in unionized charters, and had always believed from his background that was an important concept to prove out, and did it with this blend of pioneering personality he's got.